New details are emerging in the tragic death of veteran Hollywood actor James Handy, and one of the most haunting clues may be what investigators found left behind at the scene. Discarded clothing discovered outside Handy's Los Angeles home is now offering a glimpse into what authorities believe were the chaotic final moments before the beloved actor was fatally stabbed. As investigators continue piecing together exactly what happened, the scene itself is helping paint a picture of the violence that unfolded on a quiet residential street. Here's everything we know so far. The death of James Handy has sent shockwaves through Hollywood and among fans who remember the veteran actor from dozens of memorable film and television appearances over a career spanning decades. The 81-year-old actor died on Wednesday, June 3, after suffering a stab wound during an incident outside his home in Tarzana, a neighborhood in Los Angeles, California. But in the days since the tragedy, fresh attention has focused on evidence left behind at the scene. Photographs taken outside the residence show what appear to be discarded items of clothing scattered near the property, suggesting there may have been a struggle or frantic moments leading up to the attack. While investigators have not publicly detailed the significance of every item recovered, the images have become one of the most striking visual reminders of the chaos that unfolded before emergency responders arrived. Authorities were called to the property after a dramatic 911 call. According to police, the caller stated, "I am the Son of Man. I just killed the man of sin." When officers reached the scene, they found James Handy unconscious in the front yard of the home with a stab wound to his chest. Paramedics rushed him to hospital, but despite medical efforts, the actor was pronounced dead. Police later identified Michael Gledhill as the primary suspect. Investigators say Gledhill is the adult son of Handy's girlfriend and lived at the residence. According to law enforcement, the suspect allegedly approached responding officers and indicated he was the person they were looking for. He was subsequently arrested on suspicion of murder. Authorities have described the incident as an isolated incident and have stated there is no continuing threat to the public. However, many questions remain unanswered. Investigators have not yet publicly disclosed what may have led to the confrontation or whether there were warning signs before violence erupted. And now, the discovery of clothing near the scene has only intensified public interest in the timeline of events. Crime scene experts often examine discarded personal items because they can reveal movement patterns, attempts to flee, physical struggles, or efforts to intervene during violent encounters. Whether the clothing found outside Handy's home ultimately proves significant to the investigation yet remains unknown. For now, detectives continue gathering evidence and interviewing potential witnesses. Meanwhile, newly surfaced doorbell camera footage has added another layer to the case. The footage appears to show a man walking near the location around the time of the incident. In the clips, the individual can be seen pacing along a sidewalk while touching his face and repeatedly moving back and forth. Officials have not publicly confirmed when the footage was recorded or whether it will play a role in the criminal investigation. As investigators work through the evidence, tributes continue pouring in for the actor, whose career stretched across some of Hollywood's most recognizable productions. James Handy became one of those rare character actors whose face audiences instantly recognized. Among his most notable film appearances was his role in Top Gun: Maverick, the blockbuster sequel starring Tom Cruise. Handy also appeared in the beloved family adventure Jumanji and had credits in Logan, one of the most acclaimed superhero films of recent years. Television viewers likewise knew him from appearances in The X-Files, NCIS Los Angeles, The Closer, and Cold Case. Throughout his career, Handy built a reputation as a reliable performer capable of bringing authenticity to every role, no matter how large or small. Friends and colleagues have described him as professional, humble, and deeply respected within the industry. For many in Hollywood, the circumstances surrounding his death make the loss even more difficult to process. What should have been another quiet day at home instead ended in a tragedy now under active investigation. And as detectives continue working to establish a complete timeline, every piece of evidence, from surveillance footage to discarded clothing, may help explain what happened during the actor's final moments.